get this going. Top or hold on. Hold on. Edit your stream title. Top or higher. Motherfuckers. Update. Yeah, update it on all that. On all that. Don't even know. We're waiting for everybody to come up here. John 3:16. John 3:16. John 3:16. John 3:16. Make sure my YouTube is monetized, because you know how YouTube be doing it, bruh. You know how YouTube be doing it, bruh. Alright, wait for everybody to get up in this joint. Y'all make sure y'all can hear me. Make sure my mic not too loud and not too low. Sound. We gotta turn that up a little bit more. There we go. There we go. Alright, let's go to the content. Go to the live stream. You already know how we get it. Monetize that. Save. All right. We can turn that off now. Screenshot cover and all that. No, I'm not going to close the page. Crow is on fire. It's not over. That's what I like to see. All right, it's 11:31. We up in this joint. Chat, what's up? How y'all doing? How we shaking today? How is y'all feeling? Hop in. It's your boy Crypto Millie back with another one. Shit. Let me fix my computer over this on this side. Gotta fix the screen and the mic on that side. All right, man. We back with another one. Let's everybody roll up in here. See what y'all got cracking. Why is my other phone right there, bro? Y'all don't need to see that. Y'all don't need to see the other phone. How we cooking today, chat? Is we feeling good? Bruh, this is oh boy. What my boy did on the stream yesterday. Salute to my boy Play Black Boy, man. Boy, what type of dance is that, bro? Little baby was tripping. What y'all on today? How y'all feeling, man? How y'all feeling? It's Motivated Monday, not Mope Around Monday. It's a day to start looking inside the market and seeing what's going on. All right. All right. So we got Pump up 21%. I told y'all about Pump like 2 weeks ago, right? We were DCAing into Pump. Got a nice little bag of Pump. Love to see making some profits right there. But everything else in the crypto market seems to be correcting. And now we got the bears funding their own bag, saying, oh, this is the top, this is this. We ain't doing none of that, chat. None of that. We gonna stick to what we know. And we're going to stick to our TA. We're going to trust it. But we are going to be realistic, right? And have an understanding that Bitcoin has came from 15K to 120K. Now, I don't want to deny the strength here. Most people think that when altcoins run, most people think that when Ethereum runs, altcoins are supposed to magically run. That's not how it works. It works in a liquidity rotation, which means what we are waiting for, chat, right, is not the total three. And this is, you know what the crazy thing is about what we're seeing is that we're getting sell signals, right? We're getting sell signals on the total three, and I believe on BTC we got a sell signal, though the price is barely moving. This, in my opinion, is bullish. Now we are literally staring at price discovery for Ethereum. The elephant in the room is that we are overbought, right? Bitcoin dominance is decreasing, but we still are fighting macro tail, silent QE, whatever that may be, right? We are still in the waiting room. Global M2 is still rallying, which tells a lot of people that Bitcoin could go higher, right? This model apparently thinks Bitcoin can top out about 140K. My model always said 120, 130. We're right at 120. All right, so at some point when you look at the historical cycle, you got to ask yourself, how long can this go? And if it breaks the 4-year cycle thesis, which means we get this run that far exceeds 400 and something, 500 days, 600 days, right? Okay, let's say 600 days. Let's say the run exceeds 600 days. Within a 4-year cycle thesis is broken, it's invalidated, and we are truly in a super cycle. I hate to say it, but because people get moon boyish hype and I get it. But at the end of the day, look, we're printing a confirmation candle above our golden ticket. Now, next stop is price discovery. If Ethereum can hit price discovery, things are going to get crazy, specifically with the large caps first. This is why people buy coins that's listed on centralized exchange. And they DCA and load up those first, because the first wave of liquidity doesn't specifically happen on chain. Taking a look at on-chain metrics, though, you can see that the TVL is starting to increase. Stablecoin market caps are starting to correct, which means people could possibly be moving those stable coins into risk on assets, which means we're risk on. The biggest narratives, of course, will be AI, DeFi, and RWA. You can see that the RWA TVL has started to increase. So you're probably seeing your RWA tokens do pretty well right now, right? One of my favorite RWA tokens, as far as low caps, is Relio here, right? Relio. Fuck this ant, goddamn, move the bubble. Relio here. Really like RWA tokens that's in that 10 to $50 million range. It gives me an opportunity to have massive gains potential. But with RWA, you can also play it safe by buying RWAs that have high TVLs, which means they have a lot of liquidity. Because if you're going to tokenize something like the stock market, like Ondo, you got to have bags, you got to have liquidity, you got to have money. I do expect the RWA narrative to be one of the most lucrative narratives if we have a altcoin season. Now, ETH hasn't printed a sell signal yet, so this is positive, right? This is positive. If we look at the total cryptocurrency market cap, right, I think that the total cryptocurrency market cap is now in price discovery, clearly in price discovery. So again, yes, we do got a sell signal. Yes, we are a little bit overextended here, right? Let's move this here up. I'm feeling good today, guys. I had a headache yesterday. But you can see that we are printing. Let's turn this yellow so you guys can see. All right, we are printing confirmation candles here above the all-time highs of the total cryptocurrency market. So now we are we're almost heading into $4 trillion range. We're in price discovery. So I expect, if the market can hold up, that we can get a lot more hype rolling into the market, and this kind of like coincides with what we're seeing. So if I just go here to this post from Eric Trump, he said it's official. We are announcing a 1.5 billion offering to establish a transformational treasury strategy. So they're, looking to put billions of dollars in the altcoin market, right? Specifically those altcoins that were probably named in the ETF. So just keep that in mind, right? There's so many different like bubbles that could do well, but if you have exposure to the bubbles that have the most strength, you should make some pretty good gains. And hey, this may not be an altcoin season where everybody become fucking crypto millionaires. I want you guys to understand that. So if you putting 1,000, 5K in the market and you make 50, 60K, like take your W's, right? This market has been about rotation, about taking profits, about putting yourself in a position to set up another trade, right? And there's nothing wrong with diamond hands. I want to make that clear. But you got to have, realism, and you have to have, what's the word I'm looking for? Like you have to have clarity, right? Clarity on your strategy and clarity on why you want to have diamond hands and holding something for long term. So just keep that in mind. But Eric Trump is back again, shilling, right? Shilling. Think about what Trump said about a week ago. He said that the market could look way different in 5 to 6 months. He expects this is the start, right? This is not the start of shit. All right, understand that in your head, we ain't just getting started. We ain't just getting started. You see all of that? You see all of this? We just getting started on the grand scale of things when you think about where crypto could be in the next 10 years. But has been this cycle. This is the total cryptocurrency market cap. So this is this cycle. So it's nothing wrong for anybody that bought here that's deciding to take profits and move on here, maybe setting themselves up for a different position as we do print the sell signal. Now, the reason why I am not doing that, because I like to couple the stock RSI with the ultimate RSI. And if I look at the ultimate RSI, as long as we stay above that orange line, Millie is going to be fucking bullish. And you can see how efficient this is, right? Optimally, you probably would have one had bought here, right? And it was under the line, right? You got this little bearish avenue, but we're above the orange line right now. And this is why people buy upon confirmation, because we can continue as long as we're above this orange line, above the bull market bands, above key moving averages like the 21-day EMA, 50-day EMA, and 200-day EMA. We are technically still bullish. Don't let nobody else fudge you out your fucking bags, man. We're still bullish. So I still believe. All right, I still believe in something, but I'm also believing in taking my motherfucking profits too. Ain't nobody for to tell me nothing different. All right, so with that being said, we looking good, right? I think that this correction is a good correction, right? This is a correction for people to finally find their positions as we look to go higher on the total cryptocurrency market cap. Let me know in the comments, how high do you think that we could possibly go? Let me know in the comments how high that you think we could possibly go. Taking a look at our morning brief, right? So this is the top crypto and macro news. My model actually goes throughout the market, scans Reddit, scans X, scans CoinMarketCap using MCP tools, and gives me a brief every morning at 7 a.m. And this was my brief this morning. Fed cut expectations. September rate cuts are rising. Critical CPI data tomorrow. So we need to look at the data because Jay Powell is about to look at the data. So we need to look at the data. Trump and Putin Alaska summit on Ukraine could impact commodity markets. Chip sector deals with China affecting tech stocks. So look at, this is, you see the red, there's a little bit red. Look at that. Credit market caution. Corporate spreads at 27-year lows, signaling potential repricing risks as growth shows cooling signs. Is you motherfuckers not paying y'all credit card bills? Is it that tough that you can't pay your credit card bills? Let me know inside the comment. How's the trucking industry doing? Anybody live in Vegas? Is the casinos really a ghost town? Would love to know everybody's opinion. Your opinions in the comment really help with the sentiment of the market as I feed my models different information. Now, more bullish indicators here. Bitcoin near all-time high, strong institutional flow. The ETF inflows on Bitcoin and Ethereum have been astronomical. We've never seen that before. It's literally driving corporate adoption and momentum. Regulatory clarity boosts sentiment. Ripple SEC sentiment impending. Genius Act creative positive regulatory environment for crypto innovation. It's going to take maybe 2 or 3 months for that 401k opening to happen, right? We got liquidity. I know that they're not even talking about the FTX repayments. That's like a whole nother catalyst. But the main catalyst, the main boss is the Fed, right? The ability to end QT, maybe get a Fed cut, and maybe get some type of QE or silent QE. I don't think QE is needed because QE can bring back inflation. We just need to end QT. Right, and these have been the top performers and movers. A lot of the guys on the panel of the Hall of Fame Crypto, they always mention Zora. Zora has been one of the top performers within the last 2 weeks. LDO, Zero, Bio, STG, Pump is another project that I'm holding. This is a short-term play for me. This is a play upon a swing trade, but like I said, I'm winning the swing trade right now, so I'm not mad about that. Bitcoin dominance and regulatory momentum point to continued bullish momentum. We talked about how the Bitcoin dominance is falling. Focus on new driven projects like regulatory compliance plays. Watch tomorrow's CPI report for Fed policy signals. Even though we don't have a Fed meeting this month, we still got the Jackson 5. I mean, the Jackson Hole. Jay Powell about to talk down the market. Bruh, we ain't trying to hear that. Trump Putin summit, chip sector developments offer macro pivot opportunities, and of course regulatory clarity creating opportunities in compliance-driven projects similar to what we've seen here from the Eric Trump here. Eric Trump pretty much saying that they're looking to put liquidity into altcoins, similar to what we've seen with those crypto ETFs and what possibly come. So the market doesn't look necessarily bad in my opinion. People just love to overreact in crypto. I think the new disease in crypto is flooding your own bags. It's like you wake up, you look at your portfolio and be like, damn, it's not falling hard enough. I need to go in crypto Twitter and just flood my fucking bags. Like straight weird energy, but I get it. People want better prices. I can't tell them what to do. At the end of the day, I don't never get into like waking up and decide like, oh, my bag is pumping too much. Let me just flood my shit for 7 days. Mad fucking weird for anybody that's out there doing it. All right, let's get into some of the... let's see what the chat talking about. Chat, what y'all on today, bro? Is we lit? Chat, what we on today? Cause I'm out here grinding. That's what's up, OC. We got 38 people in here. What's going on with the multi-stream? Any comments on the other streaming platforms that we're on? TikTok, I see you. If you're on TikTok, salute to you. Kick, I see you. Stream, I see you. Make sure y'all comment, spread the word. I'm on every platform: YouTube, Kick, Twitch, X. We everywhere with it. Make sure you spread the word. If you scared going to church, that's facts. Streamlabs been acting really funny today. Like, where the hell is my chat box? Not even popping up. All right. What's up, Mazmine? Good to see you up in here. 135K. You think we go to 135? I think we going a little bit higher than 135. Okay, bro. That's just my opinion. We going to 180, 240-ish, 162. The more and more I look at look, OC Ryder, I said my model, right? But the more and more I look at the setup, I think there is a good chance we hit 200K. I think people are now fuck Bitcoin, right? I think people are underestimating Ethereum. And this is why, right? We talked about how Bitcoin went from 15K to 120K. Why are we settling for less for Ethereum? Why are we saying, oh, ETH to 6K? Like Bitcoin went from 15K to 120K. And you mean to tell me ETH in its bullish form, in its ultimate form, in its SSJ fucking 3 form can't go to 10,000, 20 fucking $1,000? Vitalik, pump my fucking bags right now. Pump my bags. Stop changing your females. Stop changing your women and your ladies and girl. Get out there and pump my fucking bags. They don't even think Ethereum can go to 10K, 20K, and Bitcoin went from 15K to 120. ETH, pump my fucking bags. Pump my ERC20 tokens right fucking now, V. The hell is wrong with V, bro? He need to pump my shit. We coming with that energy today. Be looking out for my next Tao video on X, because y'all know I'm about to do something crazy. Let's fucking go. What up, Hall of Fame? I don't know. Hey. Why we can't go to 10, bro? I got the yellow line up here for you, dog. Why we can't go to 10, bro? Why we can't go to 10, bro? We at 3, 4. If we just go to 8, I mean, this the cryptocurrency market just double from here, right? That's still a win, right? 10 trillion. Maybe it was a little ambitious, but maybe not, man. Maybe not, because gold is at 10 trillion. Bitcoin is at 2 trillion. So if Bitcoin go to what is it right now? 120. If it go to 240. Right, that'd be like 4 or 5 trillion, and then the altcoin market would probably go up and take us to like 6, 7 trillion. So like, I don't know, man. We're still bullish though. There's still a lot of money to be making in crypto, and I get a lot of people want to be like crabby about it. Honestly, I don't fucking care. Like I don't care, man, because at the end of the day, y'all gonna fudge y'all own bags anyway. It's just crazy the amount of FUD that crypto gets, no matter what it's doing. It could be going down, they gonna FUD. It could be going up, they gonna find a reason to FUD. But FUD is just part of the crypto lifestyle. You gotta tune that shit out. You gotta tune the noise out. You gotta tune all that shit out and accept what's literally happening before our eyes. And that's adoption. Every day it's new adoption. Every day it's a new company that's creating altcoin treasury companies. Every day is something new to the positive. But I get it. Every day y'all want to focus on something that's negative. I get it. Just negative, negative, bro. I get it. We got 52 people in here. August in this weak market can't hold 4 trillion yet. Folks, what's up, Mr. Storyteller? Shit will pop. Just wait. I'm with you, Brock. I think that this next run is gonna cause a lot of pain for a lot of people. That there's not much new retail interested. I just trade my charts. 8 modest 15K most bullish case. I mean, guys, if Bitcoin did a 10x, right? 8 to 10x. Why are we so bearish on Ethereum doing a 10x to 15x? Like Ethereum literally like ding has a lower market cap. And all of the Bitcoin bulls are rotating liquidity into Ethereum. Ethereum hasn't had its run yet past all-time high. Think about it. Bitcoin went from its all-time high, 69K, to 120, whatever, right? Its previous all-time high, right? Which is whatever, right? So let's just use that theory, right? So that means in my head, I'm thinking like ETH all-time high was like 4,800, 4,600 or some shit. So why ETH can't go to 8K, 10K? Just double up from here, right? I think that there's a possibility. I think a lot of people are sleeping on Ethereum, and I think Ethereum is a sleeping giant that's going to wake up our fucking ERC20 token. So at the end of the day, let's be negative. Let's be fucking negative together. But all that shit that we talking, right? If you look at the total cryptocurrency market cap, we in price discovery, dog. So if it just shoot up from here, then what you gonna say? What you gonna say if the cryptocurrency market cap just shoot up from here, Q4 straight to 7-8 trillion? What you gonna say? I bet you gonna be like, it didn't hit 10 trillion though, Millie. Y'all is just crazy. I honestly see why a lot of people miss out on money and opportunities in crypto. I see it. And I mean, my journey from here to here hasn't been as bad, but I mean, I can't speak for everybody. But I understand why a lot of people miss out on opportunities in crypto. Too pessimist. Like, we can be bearish. We see bearish signs. Cool. I actually showed you guys. That the stock RSI is overbought, and that it is printing sell signals, right? But we have a divergence with our ultimate RSI, which tells me we're still bullish. Total cryptocurrency market cap is literally going up, and we're literally putting a bearish divergence here. If I put on my indicator, it's probably going to show a sell signal here on the total cryptocurrency market cap. So that could be short term, in my opinion. Let's just go here to the script, and we got a sell signal. So like I'm showing you guys, like we printed a sell signal. But you can't just base your thesis off one indicator. You got to look at multiple things. And the market prices in what may come to the future. The market always prices in things 6 months to a year ahead of time. So if the market is pricing in easing, right? What happened last time the market priced in easing? We went absolutely ballistic. So, and the volume is coming in hotter. It's coming in hot, right? I like our chances, man. I like our chances at least 7 trillion, 7 trillion, right? Or maybe we don't get to 10 trillion, but I think if we get to 6-7 trillion, a lot of people that's watching these streams, based on what y'all talk about that y'all hold, I think we still win. We still win. Regardless of how you look at it, we still win. And hey, and if you got into crypto down here, it ain't even no excuse for you not to be winning. If you got in down here and you ain't make no money, no gains, and you ain't win not once, then you probably should look yourself in the mirror and say, bro, I'm doing something wrong. I gotta be doing something wrong. Ain't no way, bro. Ain't no way, bro. Ain't no way, bro. Ain't no way, man. Ain't no way. But it is what it is, man. Like I said, we got 65 people in here. Make sure that you like, subscribe. Follow me on Twitch. Follow me on Kick. Follow me on X. Follow me on fucking TikTok. We fucking lit. Let's fucking go. ETH 8K sold 900, bro. We're not even there yet. Like last bull run, it's still early, and weren't impressed. Discovery. We all know the holidays when it's booming. I disagree there. I don't think every holiday is booming. I've been here for a couple holidays, and one holiday was absolutely horrible. They was calling me Scrooge. They said, "Millie, you Scrooge, bro. Why you not happy? Why you not buying shit? Why you keep buying crypto when you supposed to be buying Christmas presents, bro? I don't even believe in Christmas no more. I only believe in crypto. The only holiday that start with a C I believe in is fucking crypto. Ain't no Christmas." But Dwayne, what's good? Brock, we're not just getting started, okay? Like, yeah, we can go into this price discovery, and price discovery can lead us into a bullish Q4, but we're not just getting started. Like, we gotta stop saying that, right? We gotta be realistic, right? Yeah, we're crypto in totality. When you think about from 2008, when Satoshi created it and whatever, to now, it's still it's growing from an infant to a toddler, but we're still early, right? When you compare it to email, Yahoo, gold, Nvidia, just some of the things, right? The phone, cellular phones, the rise of internet, right? The rise of AI, right? All of this stuff, it kind of like coincides with each other, and in that grand scheme of things, yes, we're still early, but this 4-year cycle, if it doesn't invalidate. Now, if the 4-year cycle is invalidated, yes, we could go higher super cycle. But if we are staying in that window of 4-year cycle, we're following history, we're looking at historical data, then technically we're not early. We're not early at all. Well, that cycle's during the holidays, and this cycle's lining up the same way. Our Santa Claus is Pepe Smoke. What else, Skies Tech? Osmond in here. Merry crypto. Facts, bro. Merry fucking crypto. Yeah. Let me show you guys what I'm actually talking about, right? So let's go to the Bitcoin chart, because a lot of people think like Bitcoin means like, oh, when it tops out, it's over with. And that's not necessarily over with. We still got Ethereum, right? And Ethereum is starting to show its leg here. But just taking a look at BTC from a historical standpoint, right? I did the work for you guys, right? The whole jargon that you see most YouTubers talk about is post-halving to pi cycle top peak, or post-halving to price peak, right? Whatever you want to say. Pi cycle top peaked out early last cycle, but we still haven't broken the pi cycle top yet this cycle, right? We still haven't broken that. And usually when we break that, that is a signal that the market is coming to an end for Bitcoin, right? And every one of these cycles ended at about 500 and something days. Right now, currently, where are we at? Where are we at right now? We're right here. Let's move this over. We're about 476 days in. Again, you can kind of like, do the math, add these up and multiply it by 2. I think we got 76 bars, which puts us right around the first week of October. Apparently, Bitcoin is supposed to peak somewhere between the first week of October, November, December. Whenever it happens, right? Q4, end of Q3, however you look at it, right? So with that being said, when you look at that, it's like, oh shit, bro. We're already in August, right? Matter of fact, we're in August. It's August 11th. And when you look at that, it's like, oh man, so we only got like, what's this? 24 days. And then you add 24 plus 32. I mean, you do the math, right? 6, that's 56 days. That's saying 56 days until the Bitcoin top. Which kind of, but the price really isn't going down, which is bullish in my opinion, right? And the setup here is that these next few months could award us catalysts for us to end this 4-year cycle with a blast, right? And I mean, how high would it, because we really haven't gotten that one like God fuck you candle where it's just like, God fuck you candle. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. We haven't gotten that one candle. That was just a bad setup. But we haven't love you, universe. We haven't gotten that we haven't gotten that one candle that it's just a one strong green candle that just, you know what I'm saying? How high would that candle take us? Some people think 130, 140. Some people think 200,000, 240. It's an argument for either one. What you can't deny is that the 4-year cycle is coming to an end based on the historical data. That's what you can't deny. What you can't deny, right, is that we came from here, right? I was here. I was down here, right? Matter of fact, I went through all of this shit. That shit was, whew, I'm still having post-traumatic stress from that. But what we got to think is like, now we getting 401k money. Now we getting the government. Now we getting like the president. All these like ETFs, treasury companies. Everybody is trying to load up on these cryptocurrencies. How high will that truly take Bitcoin? Like, has Bitcoin had its green dildo yet? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But you can't deny that we've been on a nice little run, 15k to 120k. So chat, let me know, how high do you think we go? Right? Should I do a poll? Should I do a poll? Chat, anyway, let me know how high you think we should go. All right, like I said, I'm not here to predict it. I haven't been here long enough to make that type of prediction, but just based on historical data, it says technically we got about 2 months left. 2 months left. 2 months left until Bitcoin supposedly breaks the 6-month window of making everything happen. Now you can clearly see the inverted head and shoulder setup here. All we got to do is blast up, and it will validate this inverted head and shoulders pattern. Same thing we got here. This next leg will put us into price discovery, where everything is in uncharted territory. So we don't know what's going to happen. We got to stop predicting what may happen when we enter price discovery, because that's what it means. It's like we're in that uncharted area. We're in Mars. We never been to Mars. We're here. We're in Mars now. Where the fuck do we go from here, right? If somebody just dropped your ass off in Mars right now, you ain't gonna know where to go. You ain't gonna know what's about to happen. That's price discovery. So we are here. What happens next? It's gonna get interesting, chat. Chat is gonna get interesting, man. I mean, I can't wait to see. I'm gonna ask the Hall of Fame. The Hall of Fame. We got 75 people here. Make sure you like and subscribe. We gonna ask the Hall of Fame panel. We gonna how they think Bitcoin will go. Crypto Princess, what's up? New Zealand, bro. John, when eat breakfast all time high. I'm dumping everything. Yes, indeed. Bro said he dumping everything. Will you be dumping everything? I don't know. We all know the holidays when it's booming. Let me see here. Crypto Princess. Salute to Crypto Princess. Slide over, y'all. Lightning strike incoming. D Wayne. She going crazy in the comments. All right. So like, let me know, chat. Okay? We good. Are y'all on TikTok, Twitch, X? Let me know where you watching me from, man. We going crazy on this social media attention platform shit. All right, let's see what else we got to look at that I had pulled up here for you guys. I guess we can check out the chances of a Fed cut here. Check the chances of a Fed cut. We're going to this window here. Check the chances of a Fed cut. It's an 86% chance. So as we get closer to September, you will see this kind of like bounce around, a lot of volatility. I think it's important to pay attention to the Jackson hole, and Powell will be giving us hints on what's to come. I'm pretty sure, I'm pretty confident what he's going to say. We're looking at the data. Fucking say the same thing every fucking time, dog. Like, how long you got to look at the... We ain't going to get into that because I know some of y'all agree with Powell, right? Again, we talked about the global M2 and, how it could be putting in the correction somewhere around September, right? September 21st, which coincides with our model, which says October. The beginning of October could be the peak of Bitcoin. So this is crazy, right? This chart has Bitcoin peaking out at about 140 right around the end of September and the, beginning of October, right? Neither here or there, right? So if this happens, right? Let's say technically if this happens, right? I won't be selling all my crypto when Bitcoin peaks out, right? I am going to sell all my crypto when the total three... let's give a kind of like a strategy here, right? Let's talk about a strategy, right? How you exit. This is what I'm looking for, right? And you motherfuckers better not be trying to do the same thing I'm doing. Y'all better not be trying to do the same thing I'm doing. So I'll be looking at a few things, right? I'll be looking at, first of all, the total cryptocurrency market. I'm not looking at the stock RSI. I'm going straight to my money maker, right? My money maker is the ultimate RSI, Lux Algo. You can put it in, right? Soon as we get a Lux Algo cross to the downside in the total cryptocurrency market, that's going to be my first sign, right? The signs. There will be signs. What I'm looking for now is I'm looking for a cross to the downside on the total 3 here. Why? Because if that happens, it confirms that we couldn't break the peak here on this ultimate RSI, which means that this is a higher low and a descending pattern. So if total 3 cannot break into price discovery, if the total 3 continues to get rejected here and this line, white line, crosses over the orange line like that, then, you know, for me, it's take profits. It's take profits. Maybe not totally exit the market, but at least have stables ready for opportunity if we go lower, right? And I don't know. Some people think 2026 could be a sleeper year for crypto. Some people think it's going to be bearish as fuck. Let me know inside the comments, right? But this is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for ultimate RSI crosses to the downside and confirming a confirmed lower high here from here, right? So if we can't get above here on the ultimate RSI and we just start tanking from here, then in my opinion, the 4-year cycle is validated and it's a good chance that that's it. That's it, right? That's it. Because look at this extension from here to here, right? This ultimate RSI will validate my thesis. Now, once we get the validation, I'm looking at my altcoin bags. I'm going through all my altcoins and I'm looking for the Lux Ultimate RSI cross to the downside. Soon as we tap cross it, that's it for me. And I'll prepare for my next strategy, right? Whatever that may be. Maybe hopping back in, finding opportunities, trading, swing trading, whatever that is. But I will mostly be out of altcoins once the total 3 capitulates on the ultimate RSI this time around, right? Coinciding with the 4-year cycle. So that's what I'm looking for. Hopefully you guys can understand that. And, you know, feel free to let me know what you are personally looking at in the chat. My name is Crypto Million. Every day I talk about crypto. We got 67 people in here. I think 2026 is gonna be. Yeah, well, when I set up my with the credit cycle, the real estate cycle, all these fucking cycles, they all point to 2026 just being a rough year because of the uncertainty and the fact that it's been really, really tough to get that inflation down. And if they start printing again, it's counterproductive against what the Fed was trying to do with getting that inflation down. On top of that, the housing market is absolutely crazy. It's just been horrible from what I've been seeing. And credit debt is at an all-time high as well. So people still, even though like retail has gotten like to the point where it's not like they're losing money, but it's not like they're making money. It's kind of like, and that's why we're probably not getting as much retail in crypto as we want to. Like, what happened? Yo, I swear, like, people be doing some dumb shit in crypto. I gotta be honest, right? Like, this guy, what's the dude? He had a token. Like, he literally had a token, right? I guess somebody made a token. But this is what I'm saying. This is the problem with crypto because we get so greedy, bro. Like, greedy. Like, I guess bro had the fame, right? He had the fame. Let me actually show you guys what I'm talking about. This guy right here. The boss guy, right? This guy, he had the fame. He had the fame, right? Maybe he didn't buy the token, but somebody created a token after him because of this silly ass fucking haircut, right? So the boss token went from like $100,000 market cap all the way to a $40 million market cap, and then all the insiders and shit started dumping. So he decided to create another token with the same name, boss, and it just instantly rugged, right? So I think what happened here was that he didn't make really nothing off the token. People kind of like tokenized him, but he probably didn't have a bag, didn't make anything, so he decided it was a good idea to make another token, which insiders wrecked the token and it dropped like 90% in a night. So now he went from like hero, the trench hero to the trench villain. But that's how fast it happens in crypto. Like one day you're a villain, one day you're a hero, and then the next day you're a fucking villain. And it's just like, why do that? You know what I mean? Why not just holler at the team like, hey, you tokenize me, y'all got to break bread or something. Like the Pepe, like Matt Furry did. Matt Furry said, hey, I need something off that, bro. The chill guy said, hey, I need something off that. They didn't just go fucking launch a whole nother token and just as fast as you got fucking famous, now everybody is calling you a scammer. So it's just like, bro, you cannot please people in crypto. And it's in crypto, it's it's like you say win, lose, bro. It's all lose. Like, it's never like he probably made a lot of people fucking money with this haircut. And now All the people is just talking about how much money they lost. It's crazy in crypto, bro. It is crazy in crypto. So the final boss just got defeated. Just got fucking knocked out in the 12th round. Sad, bro. Sad. New Zealand when he dropped the green. Maybe Q1 might be good, but I'm not gonna risk anything after that. Crypto is PvP. Yeah, we're not even in PvE anymore. We had and like I said, like yeah, it's all about, bro, being at your computer and locking in. If you ain't locked in, you ain't fucking locked in. Like this guy right here, right? He came in here, and again, it's like, bro, you got millions of dollars, and you like, why would you even like? I'll let y'all be I'll let y'all be the judge of this. What do y'all think about Aiden Ross and him talking about how he's sad because he sold ETH so early?
Eat the 5K. Here we go. All right, I'm gonna talk about that, bro. I'm gonna talk about it. Listen, guys. Listen. All you guys that are in Ethereum getting these gains, good for you. You want me to be real with you guys? I'm very upset and depressed and sad that I sold at the bottom. I sold Ethereum at $2,300. It is now $4,300. I'd be up 8 figures. I'd be able to pay off my house.
I'm not trying to laugh.
I'd be able to do a lot of things. But you know what, guys? For all you got like laughing right now and shit, it's not funny. It's really not funny. It's not.
And then everybody in the comments, it's like, bro, they be just stroking this man so much, bro. Everybody in the comments like, oh, it's just not his fault. It's Thread Guy and Frank fault. He took a, bro, you ain't had to take advice. You could have just did your own fucking research, right? Nobody told you to sell. Nobody told you to buy meme coins, right? When you had a whole fucking boatload of Ethereum, man, you already a millionaire. You don't even really got, that's what I'm saying, man, you a millionaire, you ain't gotta buy no Degen shit. You ain't gotta buy no low caps. For all the millionaires right now that's watching my channel, bro, you don't have to be a Degen. Stop trying to be a Degen. You don't have to fucking be a Degen. Only thing you're doing if you're being a Degen and you already got millions of fucking dollars is you're giving away money to scammers, extractors, and the normies, right? Stop being a fucking Degen if you're a millionaire. Go buy some fucking blue chips. Go buy stuff that's already established and get you a 10x. That's all you need. Like, he could have kept it so simple. If I was in his position, I would have just bought a little Bitcoin, Ethereum, maybe something, you know what I mean? $1 billion market cap, but I don't got to go too crazy. I already made it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying that to say this, right? Everybody's not in this position. I get it. But the whole point of learning in crypto is understanding what type of investor you're going to be, right? Like, why the fuck are you a millionaire and you doing Degen shit? That just don't even make sense. So I don't feel no empathy or none of that because he already got bags. So he decided to donate his bags to Frank and these guys. That's on Aiden because he got to have better people around him, bro. Like, get you a financial advisor. You can afford it. Like, get you a financial advisor, dog. Like, they would have told you, bro, just stick to Bitcoin and ETH. You already got $1 million. You can 5x, 10x and still be good. Very, very simple. A lot of stuff that we go through in crypto, we put it through ourselves, bro. We put it through ourselves. Trust me, because I've done that, right? I've done shit trying to please the community. And the only thing it did was hurt my brand, hurt my name. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm done doing that shit, bro. I'm not never like falling into that trap that like, oh yeah, Millie, we'll rally behind you, man, bro. 90% of motherfuckers in crypto do not give a fuck, bro. The only thing they care about is how much money you can make them. Once you stop making them money, they are nowhere to fucking be around. They're no way to be around. Like, pay attention to the people that's around you and supporting you, regardless of how the market is, regardless of how your token is. If you have a token, those are the people that I respect, bro. Like, not the people that just come around as a tourist just to try to use your name, use your brand. That's what happened to him, and it's unfortunate for Aiden Ross. But it's just like, bro, you already got millions of dollars. Why are you trading meme coins? There's no point in you trading meme coins if you're already a millionaire. I mean, logically, that don't even fucking make sense. Well, now he can pump your Ethereum, bro. Bro, watch Millie and Alex Vega. They know what they talking about. Appreciate it. Alex is my guy, bro. Alex don't give a fuck. Bro, The three rocking the street tree. Whoa, bro, the cut made a lot of people money, right? The cut made a lot of people money. No, I'm just saying, bro, like, understand where you at in crypto. Like, and if you don't got $1 million, you only got $1,000 like, you probably shouldn't even be doing crypto. But okay, you got $1,000. No, that's just too late. If you got $1,000 in right now, you were like, no offense to anybody, but you should be getting to it. Not even watching me right now. You need to be getting to it. But let's say you were $50,000, $100,000, normal normie, 35,000 a year, right? Type of person, and you want to put 2K into crypto, then of course you're gonna have to take on a little bit more risk if you're trying to become a crypto millionaire off your $2,000. Now, if you just want to turn 2,000 into 20K, 50K, 70K, 100K, you can still do that with mid caps, maybe large caps, but it's gonna be a little bit more harder to do that with blue chips, right? So when you watch a YouTuber, you watch an influencer, you watch it, think about where you're at as far as your net worth, and maybe go fucking, you don't even need a financial advisor these days. You could really just go ask artificial intelligence. If you know how to create you a good model, I don't know, maybe I should start teaching people how to create models. I'm really good at that, right? I'm really good at like prompts and like creating things using artificial intelligence. I don't know if I want to like create another channel for that or just do something exclusive, but it like, talk to somebody to try to confirm your thesis. Like, get a second opinion. Get a second opinion, right? It's really easy these days to turn your research into a visual report, to turn your research into something you can understand, right? If you don't understand some shit that you buying, ask AI, hey, break this thing down to me like I'm an 8-year-old kid. And it'll do it. It'll do it. And then you know what I'm saying? Or if you're a person that's all about like, what's this, the SWE bench and these crazy like huge companies and you know, you want to create, you want them to do like a real financial report on your crypto portfolio, AI can do that as well. Can do that as well. I got multiple like prompts that like help me with this stuff, man. And then once you understand prompts, then you know where to find your APIs. I literally don't have to do no work in the morning. I have an automated assistant. I need to name. I'm gonna name her, right? I got an automated assistant that delivers me a crypto report every morning at 7 a.m. I don't have to touch nothing. I've already created models. I've integrated APIs, the best APIs. That's where it gets a little bit expensive with APIs, but you can go into Potensor's ecosystem and find cheap ass fucking APIs that do the same thing as Grok, OpenAI. It all comes down to your research and who you know. Unfortunately, who you know in crypto. So just keep that in mind. There's so many tools these days that can make your crypto life totally easy. There's actually a tool right now that I've been playing with. Let me actually see if I still have it on my screen here. I'm thinking about actually buying the token. Let me see if I can actually find it. Because I did share a tool in the Discord in the council made by Avo that does automated trading based on the top 10 CoinGecko coins, right? But then there's another tool that I've been playing around with here called Banker. And you know what I mean? You can create you an automated trading bot, right? As long as you know how to formulate a good prompt, right? It all comes down to the prompt. So I'll show you guys because this is one of my dummy wallets here. But I wanted to show you guys. I wasn't going to do this for the Patreon and in the council, but I'll just show you guys now. This is Banker, right? This allows you to set up an automated bot, no coding experience needed, right? So this is a simple bot that I'm planning on deploying, right? But I want to make sure I use this wallet so you guys don't have my wallet, right? So this is just a simple prompt, right? Let me see my automation here. Canceled. Let's see here. How do I put it on? I don't want to delete it, but how do I add it back? I don't want to delete it. And then sell. All right, so I can't show y'all because I don't actually have it live right now, but this is an example of what I was saying, right? I wanted to create a bot that bought Solana and sold Solana, right, every 15 minutes, right? And this is what I did, right? So the prompt was every 15 minutes buy $25 worth of Solana with a limit price 2% below the current market price, right? And then you create a second prompt here which I put here, sell 50% of my Solana holdings with a limit price 4% above the current market price. So what I plan on doing is depositing $500 and just letting this run. And this is going to pretty much be trading, creating a automated trading bot that makes me profits, right? But I also went to back test it using multiple AI. So I use Grok, I use OpenAI, and I use a couple other like Perplexity and many other ones, right? Just to see, get second opinion, third opinion, fourth opinion, because I want to make sure that this is as profitable as I can make it, right? The only thing about Banker is that it doesn't going to be a lot of platforms like this. This is just the beginning of what it can do, but soon it's going to be platforms that you could just insert money. And because I'm trying to make my life as automated as possible, where I can deliver the best content, travel, do some shit for y'all while my trading bots work for me, right? So this is just an example. Good morning. How can I help you? It says, buy me $20 worth of Banker and sell it when it pumps 10%. Buy me $20 worth of Banker if the price dips 10%. Bridge $5 of ETH to base to Solana. Give me an analysis of Banker. This bot does it all. It literally, you can send money to people based on their X account. So this is actually on Coinbase, ticker BANKR. Full transparency, I don't hold any of the coin, but I love their platform. I love their platform, and they even generate revenue through subscriptions. So this is a platform when you can automate your trading experience, right? I have another one, but I don't have it pulled up here on the website, and it's called Avo. I would have to restart my whole computer. I don't feel like doing that, but there's so many different ways, guys, that you can you can make this stuff easy. I don't want to share all my secrets with y'all, man, because again, that's why I got exclusive private groups. It's nothing against anybody that's watching the channel, but I got exclusive groups for a reason, because I'm full-time Web3 and I got to monetize my brand, right? I got to protect my brand. I got to monetize it. But this is just a cusp of what I'm trying to show you guys. I can get into other ways to like tinker with APIs to be able to create this automated workflow. But this is just one of them, right? I mean, I use N8N. I do all types of shit. When I'm not streaming, I'm literally embedded into the AI narrative and learning how to utilize these tools to make my life easier. And whenever I come across something that's interesting, I try to share it with everybody. First, of course, comes the exclusive groups. But if I'm feeling good, I might share it on my YouTube like I'm doing right now. So just do your research on Banker. I think this is huge. You can set up a little small automated bot. This is not something that's going to run based on an RSI script or anything, because I already tried to do it, right? And it told me I couldn't do it, right? They told me, like, what you're asking me to do, Millie, it's just too, you know what I'm saying? It's too much, right? But if you minimize the prompt and tinker with the prompts, you can actually get it to do what you want it to do without a huge prompt. So I don't know. I'm just trying to put y'all onto some game. If y'all into like automated trading bots and shit like that. I know a lot of people use Pionex, but there's so much good tools that's coming out right now. So much good tools. I think memes are fine. Big money if you stay with the bigger memes, but yeah, not the trenches. Yeah, memes are fine, but it's like, what is the point of a millionaire buying a meme coin that's like $2 million market, 100? Like, yeah, you might can make, like, but you can't even really put liquidity into that because there's not enough liquidity. It's like, it just makes no sense. Somebody in the comments said semen retention. Wait, what? What are we on? Gaming narratives. There's some gaming narratives that's actually starting to heat up. AVAX usually runs after Sol, so wait for ETH, then it's sold in AVAX. Yeah, that's your opinion or your thesis, right? You got to, right? We our brains can only like our brains can take in information, right? But our knowledge is kind of like it's not. It has no potential, but we limit ourselves, right? Because we think what we know is enough, and it's never enough, right? You have to be a student in the game no matter how much you know. You have to be a sponge when it comes to knowledge if you want to be a master at something, and that's just how I look at it. Buying and selling shoes using that bot. Momo Army ready? Yeah, Momo is actually a good No, I was thinking about something else. My bad, Momo. I was thinking about something else. But yeah, I think that's a meme coin. But I think I was talking about Mamu. That's a really, really good utility token. Big memes, I mean, more like Pepe, Pingu, Bonk, Toshi. People can put a good amount in them. Yeah, yeah. But if you were, and like I said, I'm not trying to be rude or nothing. But if you was listening to what I'm saying, he didn't buy Pepe. He didn't buy none of that shit. He bought MLG coin. He bought MLG coin and a whole bunch of shitters from like, so he could pump other people bags, and they extracted him. He could have just put all his money in Ethereum and chilled out. Chilled out, simple. You could put $1 million liquid in Ethereum, and if he would have chilled out, he would have had 2.5 million. So like, yeah, okay, there's nothing wrong with buying meme coins, but like, is that really smart if you're a millionaire? If I was a millionaire, would I buy meme coins? Absolutely not. There's no point in me doing that. You know what I'm saying? And if I do buy one, it's gonna be one that has a lot of liquidity, right? Or I'm gonna understand that, hey, I can lose money. I'm gonna play around with a little bit of money. I'm not full pouring 500K into a fucking meme coin to try to look cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, no. Like, sometimes you gotta use this up here. It's here for a reason. Metal Gear. Seem intentions with these, but VM can't keep her hand. Hey. I'm about to rent out a yacht and put 2 of them things on it. Facts, you gotta pay to play. Yeah, man. Yeah, you gotta have at least a band in crypto, bro. Is you gonna play around? Yeah, Aiden was in the trenches, man. I don't know what he was thinking. Will AVAX do good? Is freaking frustrating. How high can it go? AVAX? Let's check it out. AVAX? AVAX is frustrating. Well, AVAX tried to do like multiple things, right? They came out and they tried to be like Solana, right? They tried to say, oh, we're gonna, maybe that wasn't the best idea. Cock Inu did okay, but then it kind of like the meme coin season fizzed out. So then they tried to like transition to gaming, and they just made that transition at the worst fucking time, right? Now, in my opinion, AVAX is still bullish. You already know my indicators are the same. Nothing changes here. As long as AVAX sits above the ultimate RSI Lux algo, it's bullish, right? What I'm looking for is a divergence, right? I'm looking for this Lux algo to top out and recross the orange line. Until then, technically AVAX is still bullish as far as like its personal bull run. But as soon as it crosses that orange line, I think it's over. I would assume that the stock RSI is printing a sell signal. So actually, let's go look at that. Yep. Called it, right? It got rejected at the 50-day moving average, but it is holding the 21-day EMAs, right? So it could go either way, but we do got a sell signal here. What you're looking for is you're looking for Bitcoin dominance to continue to go down, and you're looking for Ethereum to continue to go up. If Bitcoin dominance continues to go down, Ethereum goes up, and we get some type of hint that the Fed is going into the stage of easing. I think the trend here continues to the upside with AVAX. As I stated, my thesis will never change. It's not going to switch up, guys. I'm using 2 indicators, and these indicators are efficient as fuck. So, and I created the script on my own, right? Again, like I said, it comes down like you're not watching a YouTuber that kind of like just keep doing the same shit and never learns, never transcends, never continues to bring new and really get his game out, right? I watch so many YouTubers. They're doing this. What I take pride in is making sure I'm always sharpening my craft. And a lot of YouTubers don't do that. They look at one thing, and that's why they missed out on a lot of money, right? Like, if he wasn't just so nearsighted on the Ethereum, you so focused on ETH and ETH BTC that you missed the AI run, you missed the meme coin run, and then you missed the gaming run. And now you mad at people in your comments because they telling you like, bro, I listened to you, and yeah, like nothing really happened. But the gaming coins pop, AI coins pop, meme coins pop. But you still sitting here focusing on ETH and ETH BTC, bro. Like, yeah, that shit works for those large caps. But the game done change. And if you're not able to pivot and understand that the game changes, the game leaves you behind, right? And I was fortunate enough to have seen that the crypto market was moving into an attention economy. I think memes opened my eyes to that. And then understanding how everybody out of nowhere just started integrating AI into their lives was another like light bulb ding. But like some people just never, you know what I mean? They just stay in one spot and that's it. Like you got to continue to sharpen your craft. You got to continue to come with new shit. You got to continue to be better. Like how are you helping your community if you're not getting better yourself? And that's how I personally look at it. So like AVAX, as long as it can hold this 21-day EMA and turn the 50-day moving average into support, I think that it's going to start its run if Ethereum opens up an altcoin rally. If the ultimate RSI capitulates and when it crosses to the downside, then AVAX is going to fall off the map. And a lot of altcoins are going to get brutalized because people are going to run into fatigue in the market, which is time capitulation. You can only get rejected so many times till it's like, I'm done. Right? If we keep getting rejected at all-time highs, at some point people are going to be like, it's not going to happen, right? And sometimes it happens after that because everybody just like, oh, it's not going to happen. They just give up. So conscious, you know what I'm saying? And understanding that Bitcoin went from 15K to 120. So boatload of fucking money. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. That's that. To all the TikToker people, I know y'all fucking moon boy fucking bullish. I get it. Y'all are just moon boy bullish. If you're watching this from TikTok, you probably thinking like Orange, you thinking it's just getting started. But again, I can only be realistic from what the charts are telling me. And then taking account for the macro, but also taking account for the adoption that we've been having. So all of that matters. It's not just TA, right? You got to take into account for everything. And you can use artificial intelligence to kind of like give you an idea of your 100% that this happens, just to kind of get a second opinion. Do you think gaming will explode this cycle? This is interesting. I think 2026. So this is my thesis for gaming. I think 2026. Let me see if I can actually find it on my profile here. Shout out to the 43 people watching on X. Let's fucking get it. Oh, this is it, right? I thought this was interesting here. So Grok Imagine is supposed to be dropping AI, could be launching sometime in 2026. So I think those are two catalysts that nobody are fucking talking about. And this is why I am keeping my ego thesis, because I know they're embedded in the gaming industry. Now, this is my thesis. No one's talking about gaming, but the two catalysts that can wake up gaming is AI and Grand Theft Auto. And I'm going to tell you why. When Grok drops this, everybody's going to be trying to create a game looking to it. Most people who create these games, they know what the fuck they're doing. They're going to create them and attach a token to them. Very simple. That's one catalyst. Because if everybody starts doing that, it's going to send AI and specifically the gaming narrative. It's going to wake up dormant games. And then the files, it's going to get leaked, right? And if there's any sign that there's crypto in the game, it's going to cause a small gaming bubble. And I don't know when that's going to happen, but these are my first two catalysts that have caught my attention. I mean, so many fans about eating dog. Coins are frustrating, guys. A lot of suppressed charts, but like communities. If you follow my channel, you probably know which ones I bought. I bought like 2 meme coins yesterday. I'm not gonna say which ones, right? I'll share maybe another time. But these are meme coins that's been around for years. They have information on the chart, and the community still stands strong, right? Remember the first day of the internet. Things of this is as the first days of the AI. I agree, Dwayne. Not really, man. There's still money to be made with utility tokens. I hold 100 NVIDIA. Yeah, I mean, you gotta understand why, and Backdrop actually has all of the narratives put together for you. So when you think about AI, right, and this is why I'm so bullish on Tau, because I use Choot's API, so I know how cost efficient it is compared to using other APIs, right? And you can do this research yourself, but like, when you're looking at the AI narrative, I think the most lucrative parts of the AI narrative is going to be inference. If you don't know what inference is, Go do your research. I'm not going to try to regurgitate y'all because a lot of smart people watch this. I don't want to make myself sound done. But it's a very, very, very unique niche in AI. Of course, you got AI agents, which you want to be specific with what AI agent you do buy because it's so diluted. But out of the four narratives in AI, I would put this probably last. I think there will be some that do well, but I'll put it last. I do hold Subnet 62, and I'll be talking about this in sometime this week on why I hold this. But I think the number one narrative in AI is going to be compute power, right? Serverless compute power, because this is the electricity that runs AI models. If you ever created an AI model, you ever created anything, and you go to deploy it, you need to deploy it on something, right? And the projects that are like GPU power, right? Compute power, serverless compute power, the ones that figure this out and are able to compete with stuff like OpenAI, Grok and stuff like that will probably be lucrative, right? And then you got compute power, whatever that may be. Just investing in the infrastructure of AI is where I think that you'll make your most money. What companies do is they pretty much control the market, right? They buy up all of the chips. They buy up all of the chips so that you can buy them, right? So if you go try to buy a chip, you probably got to wait 6 months just to get it because there's a shortage on these chips. Well, now there's projects out there that's creating this infrastructure where anybody with compute power, if you have a computer, can lend out your compute power and contribute to the ecosystem or contribute to people building AI models. So now you could see AI moving from a centralized environment to more of a decentralized environment. And the projects that actually they have real clients outside of crypto. When you have real clients outside of crypto, it means your use case and utility transcends just crypto. Another project that does this is ZBCN. So you probably seen me talk about this on my channel, but Xebec all talked about how Xebec, there's a good chance that it gets rejected at all-time highs and struggles to get into price discovery. So I think that we get a pullback to maybe these moving averages or the golden box here before Xebec goes up higher. It all depends on if Sol BTC can start to trend to the upside and Solana itself can create a new trend. Solana has been struggling against Ethereum's dominance. So once ETH has its run, there's a good chance that Solana has its run, and I would pay attention to the strongest tokens in the Solana ecosystem. By far, I think the strongest token in the Solana ecosystem is Xebec. It has real utility, and feeling type of community where the community is just XRP type bullish. And that's actually bullish for the future of a utility token. When you have like delusional community behind utility use case and revenue generation, usually good things come from that. So that's kind of like my thesis on AI, right? Is just like finding infrastructure plays that generate revenue that exceeds just crypto. You want clients outside of crypto to be using your products. Let the word to the all right, that's it. That's all. We've been going for an hour. I don't want to hold y'all too long. It's Motivated Monday. It's time to get up, go do something, go get active, drink some water, tell a loved one that you love them. We gave away some alpha today. I feel good. I feel like everybody, you know what I'm saying, is in a good space. Not too much negativity in the chat. That's what I like to see. I think the sentiment is still holding strong. I think we have resolved. The mind share on crypto is still in. I don't even want to call this a correction. This is kind of like choppiness. Once we get through this choppiness, because the total cryptocurrency market cap is in price discovery, we can go higher, right? So let's shake a little bit of tree. Some people ain't gonna make it to Valhalla, but we're here and we're gonna make it to Valhalla. So anyway, like, subscribe, hit that notification button. You say you've been buying Tau and Taobot. Not bad, not bad. I think Taobot is putting itself in a good position. If you're in the subnets, there's other dexes as well. You got Subnet 10, which is sturdy. You also got Subnet 106, which is Void AI. Which have lower market caps, but they're trying to make bridges to these other ecosystems. So that's also some opportunity there as a holder because they use the revenue that they generate from fees to actually buy back the alpha token. bullish. They buy back the token with the revenue they make from fees, right? I like Talbot. I think the only knock is it's not really in the BitTensor ecosystem, but ETH is going to explode. So if ETH explodes, Talbot is going to explode because it's the ERC20 token, which means if Talbot is exploding, it's a good chance that Tau itself, the native token, is also exploding. So just understanding that you'll run into people in the BitTensor ecosystem that absolutely hate Talbot because they don't have a subnet. But it's not bad. It's not bad. They understand that what they're doing requires liquidity, and that's kind of like, I think they're going to do well. I think they're going to do well. Alex Becker pumps them. Elliott Trades pumps them. They should do well. No fun here from me on Talbot, but you will run into it's weird. Metal Gear. Yeah, man. Have y'all played Battlefield? Hey, yo, have you played Battlefield? Anyway, hit me up. I'm gonna holler at y'all, man. We had 76 people in. We're just gonna do hour shows, man. I don't want to, appreciate you guys. Kick. Let's get the kick numbers up. I've been able to check that too. But another Tau crazy video on X, man. My last two did pretty well. One of them went viral, so we're gonna check that out. Anyway, it's your boy Crypto Millie. I'll see you in the next one.
Hold on, yeah, hold on, yeah. Used to roll deep, now them boys just frenemies. Had a lot of women, now they stuck at some memories. I'm the only king standing tall in the embassy. Crown gotta be heavy, but it's light when you're meant to be. Switching lanes solo, the vibe stay heavily. Cut the fake ties, yeah, they draining all my energy. Focus on the grind, now my life is trying to match my moves, but I move with complexity. Women still love me, but they hate the integrity. Guess they wanted games, but I'm all about longevity. Posted in the embassy, throne where I rest. Gold draped on my chest, now I'm living out the best. Used to call them niggas bros, now they feeling every test. I'm the king in my lane, never settle for the less. Enemies plotting, moves elementary. Nigga, I'm a general, I write my own history. Memories of love, they faded like a mystery. I built my own castle, every brick is a victory. Solo in a whip, foreign leather where I sit. They talking loyalty, but they actions never fit. I cut them off quick, no patience in the whip. I'm stacking all this bread, every piece is legit. Embassy vibes, I'm posted like a chief. Used to share the table, now I'm cooking up the feast. Every loss that I took, I turned it to belief. You know they falling back when that growth is a beast. Crown on my head, yeah, shining like the sun. Battle scars deep, but I already